Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 96 of Direwolf20 is wondering where that uranium just went. Hey, I clicked it, didn't I? There you are. Episode 96 of Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode series. Just, you know, keeping my uranium thing fueled a little bit. Semi-manual right now. Like, I don't know how much plutonium I'm going to eventually need, right? So I'm just going to, every now and then, pop over here, plop some enriched nuclear fuel into the fission reactor, and then we're good to go, right? We have a net input of 1.6 million RF per tick, and we have an output of about 400,000 RF a tick. So not too shabby. This thing is cooking right along. We're about to upgrade him, I think, to a structure frame tier 4. So let's get ready. Let's get ready to look at that, right? Do you know how to make structure frames tier 4? I don't think so. So you have tier 3. So let's teach you tier 4 real quick. So that involves an emerald. Did we ever solve emeralds? I think we did, right? How are we for emeralds? And we have lots of emerald ore, and we have lots of nether emerald ores, right? And we can throw them in an enrichment chamber to get 4, which is probably even better than we would get for doing anything else automated, right? And I think that's probably even better than we would get if we were looking at, it's not terrible, but I think we'll still do better off. Yeah, so I think enrichment chamber is the way to go with emeralds. But I just want to make sure that we know how to process or how to make this structure tier 4 guy, right? Otherwise, he's not too bad, right? Yeah, I think we're good. Palladium and nether quartz. So I think we're like right on the cusp of having enough palladium to get a tier 4 void ore miner. So we wrapped up last episode talking about the fact that we have a little bit of stuff to do, right? A little bit of work to work towards, right? My goal right now is I'd like wireless. So there's wireless cards, right, as we're familiar with for the wireless crafting terminal, right? There's two ways these can work. One where it's like a bit of energy that lasts for a short period of time, and one where it just works forever. And I'm pretty sure this is the last forever kind of card, just based on the fact that the recipe is ridiculously expensive. We are still crafting from last episode the whatever it is, the 1024K ME storage component, right? So clearly lots of crafting happening there, but I'll just let that go because we're not in a super rush with it. Oh, you know what we can do? We can probably make, some elite tier stuff, right? Can I just make like a dozen of you? Would that be fair? We're missing plutonium ingots. So you know how to make plutonium blocks, but I didn't teach you how to make plutonium ingots. So that's my bad. That I'll take ownership of that derp. But we should be good to make elite tier stuff now. So that's super spiffy. So yeah, let's get like a dozen of these, right? And that has a lot of crafting to go, but it's cool. In the meantime, I can just drop into my enriching factory these things, right? And you'll balance out and you'll turn all that stuff into stuff. And we can also eventually just make these things all the more faster because there'll be, 7 slots instead of 5. Sweet. So next task, right, is palladium. How are we for palladium? Oh yeah, we definitely have enough. 218 is where it's at. So first things first, we're going to want those 6, right? And then if we look at a tier 4 void ore miner controller, right? Tier 4 void ore miner controller. It's telling us we're going to need 56 structure frames of tier 4 or above. So we should have no problem making that now because we definitely have enough stuff. So let's get ready to upgrade this bad boy. Does that sound cool? Everybody down with that plan? I hope so, because that's what we're doing. So I totally want to get us to the point where we have, like I said, the infinite range stuff for wireless. Plus, we're going to need this stuff for other things as well. So we're just getting ready to advance. The other thing I might want to get to today, if we can, so let's see, we want to upgrade this guy to the tier 5, right? So we're going to need a block of diamond. I don't know if I want you to be that, so let's just make a regular white laser, a clear laser lens. That should be cool. No crafting CPUs are available. Come on, buddy, you can do it. There you are. The other thing I might want to get to today, right? So there's structure frame tier 3, so it's 56 tier 4s. So that's actually kind of cool. Is maybe dragons? Should we look into dragons today? I feel like that's kind of a plan, right? Frankly, we don't need crafting CPUs to craft these, but it's not going to hurt, so do it. Do the thing. And what else do we need for you? 56 structure panels. So that one we're going to need 4 more structure panels. Not a big request. Not a huge deal. Come on, buddy. You can do it. So there's your tier 4 frames. Nice. Okay, and how many upgrades do you have? So we need another laser core, and we need 12 upgrades, right? So we've already got 8, so we need 4 more upgrades. So we have some null modifiers, so let's just get, like, 3 more speed. Does that sound fair? And an accuracy modifier. I think that sounds cool. So that's a total of 12 of you. So is that pretty much everything with my structure panels? I think I might need another laser core. We have to figure out what lens we want to use for this guy also. Because we want to make sure to get ionite crystals. So for that, the preferred laser color is light blue. Cool. So light blue lens is what's up. I'm going to need more crafting CPUs at some point, aren't I? I mean, I feel like we're getting pretty close to that need. Do we have any light blue dye? Nope, but we can get some relatively easily. Cool. So if I'm not mistaken, like, that's it for a tier 4 environmental tech dude, right? So let's see how much ridiculous power gen this is, right? How much crazy amounts of power are we going to be using here, right? Now I don't have my null modifiers on me, so that's good, right? So base forge energy per tick is 12,500. That's the base without any modifiers in it. But that's going to change in a minute once we finish placing all our modifiers. So is that everybody? Are we missing something? I feel like we're pretty good here, right? Hey, there's a laser. That's good. And we are currently using 194,000 RF a tick. That's a lot. But we should also be getting ores, like, really quickly at this point. Like, look how fast ore is coming in. That ain't bad, right? And we've got the ionite as a focus, so we should relatively quickly, I would expect, see ionite show up here. Light blue lens. And a void ore miner controller gives us ionite, but it also gets a Certus quartz, charged Certus, and platinum, which is probably going to be nice, and mana infused ore. Both of those things are nice, right? Because we need more mana infused ore, and platinum ain't going to hurt neither. So I'll take it. So how are we for environmental tech? Hey, we got our first piece of ionite crystal. Booyah, that's what's up. All right, so I'll take it. So we'll let that thing cook for a little bit, right? So that'll get us to the tier 5. Remember, the next tier 5 is going to get us the last thing we need. So we only have to upgrade this thing one more time. We could get a tier 6 if we wanted, but who cares? Should I put all this stuff and pick this dude up? I'm thinking like that's probably a nice idea, right? Might as well do that. Cool. So now you're doing your thing, and you're doing that thing, and everybody's happy. Cool. All right. So the next thing we have to worry about is dragon hearts, right? And then we're also going to want to move this thing probably down into our basement and start having more recipes available, right? Because that thing can do all the crafting that this thing can do, and probably much faster, I would suspect, right? Probably much faster. In fact, speaking of, how are my tier upgrades doing? So we've gotten 5 so far, but the big bottleneck is that ultimate control circuit, which takes a while to craft. So, frankly, I don't know, we'll just leave it. It's fine. Is there anything I'm waiting on for auto crafting here? Are you guys just processing a ton of stuff? Nah, you're just getting a few things from the void ore miner. I don't think that it's urgent that we upgrade those things, but these guys I might want to upgrade, right? Probably. Do you have another one of those for me? Sweet. That's cool. Now, hopefully you guys don't lose power, like that weird thing that happens every now and then. Don't think it will. Should be fine. Yeah, so tick accelerating this doesn't help, because the main problem with these machines is they can't accept power fast enough. So we're going to want to move that thing down here. But let's look at dragon hearts first, right? So in order to make the quantum entanglover that we need to make the ME quantum link chamber, that we need to make the infinity booster card, we're going to need ice dragon hearts, fire dragon hearts, or the regular dragon heart. I'm thinking the regular dragon heart is probably where we're at. So we're going to look for end crystals. So you need fused quartz and a ghast here. It doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad. You know how to make fused quartz, so do me a favor and stop doing that and do that. Sweet. And then ghast tiers. How are we for ghast tiers? We have 3. So there's ghast essence, right? That is what tier seed 4. It might be doable. Might be doable. We could also sieve soul sand, which we should probably have a lot of. But that's a small drop chance, right? And then obviously ghasts, right? Though ghast essence seems like a really nice way to get ghast tiers. Because our problem now, right now, is we're going to want to kill multiple dragons, right? And to respawn the end dragon, as we know, we're going to need some end crystals. So, yeah, our problem is going to be ghast tiers in a few minutes. Obviously, nether stars might also be a bit of a problem, right? Because we only have 8 of those. But why do we only have 8 of those? Is that all we ever wound up getting? Pop down here. I remember us not needing a lot. So if I got this, and we got 4 stacks of soul sand... Wow, we don't even have 4 stacks of soul sand. How sad is that? I feel like we could probably do something about that, right? You know what? No, we have soul sand in here, don't we? We have some, yes. All right, that's good enough for me. Let's go deposit this in our auto wither killer thing, right? So if I turn you off, redstone signal, are you cool once again? Or do I need to remove this? Yeah, I think we need to remove that. Now we're good. Now we're good. Sweet. Okay. Do the thing. So theoretically, I should be able to just... Now, did I chunk load this ever? I really didn't. Probably should. So it's probably this chunk that we want to load, and this chunk. That should be sufficient, right? How are we on claimed and loaded chunks? Not too terrible. Nice. Okay. So that, logistically speaking, should be a stack of nether stars, right? We should just see a stack of nether stars show up in here eventually. Yeah, you're doing a good job, nether stars. Good. Sweet. We're just testing, like, how well this automates, right? That's ultimately what we're doing. So just making sure that this is cool. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I think it's pretty solid. Oh yeah, half a stack already. All right, so ghast tiers. What do we want to do with that? Like, we could obviously just fly around the nether and kill a few ghasts, but that's not what we want. We want to automate them to the best of our abilities, right? So we could either set up a sieve for soul sand, right? That's an option. Because we could set up a auto sieve or even auto heavy sieve if we really wanted to go for broke. And that shouldn't be hard to set up, frankly. And we can pipe soul sand into it. And we can even throw like an enchanted thing on there. And we should get a decent amount of ghast tiers from that. Why don't we go that route? That seems totally doable. How expensive are those meshes? They look like the regular old standard recipes. So that's cool, right? So standard recipe for the mesh, the standard recipe for the sieve. Now how about soul sand? How are we going to get copious amounts of that? Clearly sand plus some of that wither dust will get me some. Also nether essence, which is only a tier 3 seed, so not bad. Witch water in there, atomic reconstructor. What else we got for soul sand? That looked like a block of nether wart, yep. And then obviously void resource miners with a brown filter, but yeah, I don't know that I want to go that route. So our best bet for making lots and lots of soul sand would probably be the nether essence or the witch water, right? Which we could totally do witch water if we got some mycelium seeds. That shouldn't be too bad to pull off, right? And I mean, we have sand automated, right? So that's cool. So did you wind up? All right, so you're all done over there, right? So that's good. Let's check back here and see if we have a stack of nether stars. We did. Hey, nice. Cool. Remember we had 8, now we have 72. Perfect. So that thing worked beautifully. Like, so let's do the sand and the soul sand and the fluid blocks, right? So we're gonna get wooden barrels, right? We're going to want wood planks times like 1,000, please, real quick. Great, thank you so much. So I think a dozen of these should do. Okay, we're gonna want some conduits, right? Ender fluid conduits or just. Yeah, no, I don't think we need that. I think we can just do, we're gonna want more item conduits, but get that cooking. Get that cooking. That should be cool. Thank you. And more of these. Perfect. All right. And then the last thing we're gonna want is some mycelium seeds, right? So, can't one of these do mycelium? I think it's the mutated pasture seeds. So that's a pasture seed, right? So if we got grass and we dropped it in this thing without this, and we put this back, and then we got an eye, right? That's gonna make me mycelium, isn't it? I think so. All right, so then let's figure out where I want to do this. I could put it in like one of these corners that I haven't really used much of yet. That sounds like a nice idea, right? Yeah, I like that idea. So here's what I'm gonna do. Right, I'd like it to be a 5x5. I'm designing this as we speak. So clearly a 5x5 is going to need a few more of these, right? So 13 more of those, so 25. Cool. No, that's mutated grass. Never mind. Never mind. I thought that was going to be mycelium. I forgot. It's not. How else? I mean, there's ways to get mycelium, obviously, right? Like, we know how to get this, but... So let's see, mycelium. What's a nifty way to get you? Well, that's a recipe. That ain't terrible. Do we have rich phyto grow? We might have rich phyto grow. We don't, but we can probably get some, right? Because you're just this. So we'll need rich slag and pulverized charcoal. And rich slag we can get by doing... Do we know cinnabar? I feel like we know cinnabar. We do. And you have a craft, right, nice. Okay, cool. So then what we're gonna want, ready, is this. I'm in the wrong place. I didn't get lost in my own base. Shh. Didn't happen. Do we have any ore? Right, we have the cinnabar ore, but I think like pretty much anything should work. Right? Can I just... Won't that work? Maybe that doesn't work. Probably not. What other ore types do we have? Yeah, maybe you will work. right? Does that work? Yeah, you should get me rich slag. Oh, no, you don't. You get me iron for some weird reason. All right, what gets me rich slag the best? Gold ore would. Gold ore seems to be the best option. So it's sand and that would get me rich slag. All right, that's interesting. No. I think gold ore is probably your best bet. Oh, you know what? Sand and lapis equals rich slag? Well, that's a thing that we have a lot of. Hold on. Sand, lapis. Nice. Nice. Do we have a pulverizer around here somewhere? I think the answer is yes. Cool. Shh. Nobody saw that. Alright, YouTuber blindness is a thing! It's a thing! It's real! It happens! What do you want from me? I'm sorry. Nobody saw that. Watering can? Can't you spread mycelium? So let's do... Yeah, put you away. You'll spread, won't you? Yeah, you will. Nice. All right, cool. Perfect. All right, so now you guys. Okay, and then we're gonna wanna sink. Perfect. Okay. All right, so now we can get these guys, right? And do I have that Ender.io copy thingy? I think I do. Did I not? What's it called? The probe or something like that? I always forget the name of this. Yeah, conduit probe. I guess I don't have one of those. So let's make a quick Yeta wrench. So we want a stone gear and some electrical steel, right? And then some electrical steel doohickeys. Cool. All right, so you are going to be insert, and then we can copy you. This one. Conduit settings copied. Cool. And you're going to be extract always active. Okay. And then cool. Now we're going to have to also... Now, is this the mod where you can keep it in your offhand? I forget if that was this mod or if it's thermal that lets you keep like the probe in your offhand, and when you place it, it'll place it like the copied settings. I want to say it's thermal that works that way, but I'm not super sure. So, so then you, and you. And these guys should all relatively quickly turn into witch water. Nice. I almost want you to be faster. Hey. Why won't you vein mine? I kind of want you to be faster, so I'm thinking the other conduits. They can transfer liquid more quickly. I'm thinking that's the right way to go, right? So can I have like 20 more of those real quick? That shouldn't be too bad to make. Yeah, not at all. right? So you will be extract on green, always active. You will be insert on green. Beautiful. Actually, let's copy that because it looks like you're pasting with a non-color, which makes sense because, you know, and it's not super important that we do this anyway. But this will get us unlimited soul sand that then we can sift and get lots and lots and lots of gas tiers that we can use to make dragon hearts, right? That's the long and the short of what we're working on here, guys. So let's do this. Could I get a couple drawers, right? One for input, one for output. Right, so you're going to go there, and then we're also going to have an item conduit that comes out here. And maybe you'll face this direction. Or no, you know what? I'm just going to put you right there. Okay, so you're going to be insert on brown, not extract. And you will be extract on green, always active. Okay, and then you are going to be extract on brown, always active, insert on green. Okay, so that when we put sand in here, I'm just going to get a stack and pop it in, right? What should happen is that should get pulled out now and go into here, in theory. Once I finish connecting that, like that. Cool. So now you're going to extract, right? Good. And now it's going to transform, and sand doesn't go in until it's done. So pretty standard, right? So can I just paste all these settings? And they should behave? Nice. How's that look? Pretty good? Nice, and they're transforming. Okay. So everybody get pasted. All right, so everybody should be cool here, right? I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss any, but it looks pretty good to me. Does that all look cool? Yep, there's one I missed. Boom. And that one too. But otherwise, I think we're good. All right, good deal. So you should be making soul sand. Nice. All right, so then let's get the sieve. So I'm thinking I'm not going to do... What I'm thinking is this. Right? So for a sieve, we should be able to get an auto sieve. Okay, see, look, you are... I knew there was going to be a sneaky recipe somewhere, but that's still not terrible, right? 2 nickel plates, enriched alloy, mana-infused gear. So mana-infused gear. Alloys. A couple nickel plates. Right? And then we're going to want a sieve. I knew somewhere it was going to be a sneaky, tricky recipe. I knew that would happen somewhere. Nice, 7 in a box. All right, and then we want the mesh, right? So you, become you, become you, become you. So now there's a chance we can get Civ Efficiency and Civ Fortune and Luck of the Sea. So what we definitely want is Civ Fortune, right? Is there not a recipe for Civ Fortune or Civ Efficiency? All right, good to know. Luck of the Sea. We definitely don't want that, right? Have we gotten any of these by chance? Unbreaking projectile. I don't think there's anything in here that's Civ. Civ Efficiency 1. But to be fair, we were usually, yeah, throwing like level 1 books in there. So is it this or does that have to be the written book? No, it's that. All right, so then you'll get Civ Efficiency 4 and maybe something else, right? So that's the trick, is whether or not that's going to be what we want. Well, there is the Disenchanter, right? There's a Disenchanter from Draconic. Isn't there something from Industrial Foregoing that can rip enchants off? Enchantment Extractor. That looks like a reasonable recipe. So what we might... let's try this, right? So we got Civ Efficiency 4. So that's cool, right? So if I get the Enchantment Extractor... right? How does this work? Enchantment Extractor needs a case and a gear. So that shouldn't be too bad of a recipe. We'll just wait for this thing to all come together. Everybody doing their thing. Good job. And I forget if it needs experience to run or what it needs to run, but it needs something, right? So it's just crafting that advanced alloy. Come on, buddy. Let's go. It's also crafting the carbon plates. Did I break my compactor or something? I wouldn't be surprised. I did mess some stuff up. Oh, you can't auto-export to the top now because you're not one of those things. Aha. We're going to have to solve that. We're going to have to solve that because remember I had to change that? Yeah, and you auto-extract to the top side as well. So both those are probably not going to work with those flat thingies. All right. That's not a problem, though. We'll figure it out. All right, so can I put you right here with some power? Like, what else do you need? Enchantment Extractor and books? Oh, hey, that was easy. Ha! Sweet. I'll take it. All right, so now what we want... so we don't want Luck of the Sea, right? So let's get some of these books. Soulbound, we definitely don't want that. Nope. Oops. Civ Efficiency 2. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that, but that's my bad. Storage. This is what I want. Thank you. Leech. Civ Efficiency 4 again. That's not what we want. We want the Fortune one, right? Not Luck of the Sea. Not Efficiency. So Fortune 3. That is what we want. Cool. And now, what we're going to do, Leech, Smite, and Multi-Shot. I'm going to apply this with the Anvil. Which, do I have an Anvil? If I don't, we're going to make one real quick. You and you. Nice. So that's what's up, right? How cool is that? Now, let's get... you going here. And what I'm going to do is pop the autosiv here with this guy, right? And we'll get another flux. And this is semi-ish temporary, semi-ish not so temporary, right? Make me a crate real quick, please. Thank you. Okay. So up will be extract on green, always active. You on the east will be insert brown extract, and then you will be insert on brown. Oh, you were supposed to be insert on green, extract on brown, always active, and you're supposed to be insert on brown. So what that should do, extract on green, always active, east is insert on green. Yes, that should be working, right? Right, except I probably already extracted it wrong. There we go. Cool. So look, we have a pretty good chance of getting gas tiers from this, right? So let's see what our luck was. Theoretically, this will give us an idea of how many gas tiers we can expect from Soul Sand. Not to mention, like, this shouldn't even be a crate. It should really be an ender chest, right? I think that would be like the right way to go. Or an import bus even, because we're in our base. So like, whatever. Right? But that should be pretty cool, right? So we got, you know, 4 gas tiers. It's not terrible. Right? So let me get a bit more sand here. And we'll let this run for a minute, and then we'll see. So basically we put sand in, and we'll get gas tiers, quartz, and glowstone out. Right? Look at that. Beautiful. And with Civ Efficiency 4, and Fortune 3, it runs pretty quickly. So I like that. We'll be back in a minute. Actually, you know what? It's wrapping up point. So why don't we wrap up the episode here? We'll come back in a next episode. Hopefully have enough gas tiers to make what I'll call a healthy amount of glowstone. We could always do like an export bus of sand up here as well, if we really wanted to be, you know, crazy. Right? But we'll keep that, you know, stocked. And for now, like I said, we'll wrap up here. We'll come back next episode, and hopefully we'll have lots more gas tiers. For now, Darwell20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. You know what to do. Take it easy.